Hello, and welcome back to StoneBlock 4. Last time we made our way through the crate vault that would typically let us complete this subtree, but we haven't done this yet. I just kind of haven't set up create stuff yet. I'll do that eventually though. We also went through the Echo of the Fabricator by adding a heat upgrade to the world engine, and the Echo of the Enchanter by adding the deep shelf upgrade to the world engine, and unlocked us tier 3. Between episodes I've been cleaning up the place a little bit, as per usual. I will keep adding on to this until I have no more temporary places for things. Like this wonderful, more permanent place for all of our cool tool needs and armor needs. And this one for all of our spells. This is still an empty box currently, but it won't be forever. I also did a little bit of digging, just a little bit, because way out here I found that citadel I was talking about. It just took me, 4,000 blocks of tunneling, but I did set up a portal there. I also dug out to the maze vault that we're going to go to shortly, but I'll talk about that more once we get to the docket. And I upgraded my staff a little bit, through questionable means. If you are very, very astute with this pack, you'll note that staves cannot receive armor shred typically. So I added my own .json to the mod file to let it do that. The reason I choose to, quote, cheat, unquote, in this way is because, well, I think melee weapons are already quite strong with Apotheosis. If we look at the Gearing Up tab, we should have access to things like Eclipse Alloy or, Wyvern weapons. Wyvern tools and etc. from Draconic are insane. And I don't think this is going to be a worse option than just adding armor shred to a staff. Like, we could make this Qatar, and it wouldn't be that much effort, and it deals 24 damage base. This is before, critting something, or giving it extra attack speed. If that is allowed to have armor shred, so is my staff. I think that's pretty fair. But yeah, so I tricked out a few of the extra sockets as well. And so in total we have 42% armor shred, so we have 42% armor penetration, which is good. It's not amazing, nor is it perfect, but it's a lot better than what it used to be. Hopefully we can actually take down some of those orange tier Apothic bosses. Speaking of orange tier Apothic bosses though, you'll notice that despite this being orange gear, we aren't getting the orange tier material. That is because God-forged pearls, the orange tier material, are not made this way in this pack. You need to craft them. And while we could get infused ender pearls and red matter without too much effort, we do not yet have the World Engine Advanced Machine blocks, nor Crystal Matrix blocks and Energy Core stabilizers to do so. So something tells me that'll be tier 4. But that's fine, we'll just deal with what we've got. The purple tier gear ain't that bad. We'll just really make a new set once we get to orange tier. That, of course, comes later, because for today, I have kind of a packed docket. I have a lot of things I would like to do, but some of them are quite easy, I think. First and foremost, we've got to go through the maze vault. That leads to this quest over here for the power of Fortron. These Fortron infused blocks are a very important upgrade in the world engine, because ME controllers require Fortron infused blocks. And ME controllers are important because ME systems are good. So that kind of entails both of these two things. And after we acquire both of these two things, we'll be able to jump straight into Applied Energistics. Because as much as I like the base as it is, I would like it more if it was applied. So we'll do a lot of AE2 stuff in the middle here. And then at some point, when I get bored or whatever, I did find Tyros, as I mentioned earlier. That's that citadel up there. I would like to fight him a couple times, as I would really like those Divine Soul Shards. And I think I should kill the Chicken Jockey at this point, because that's also required for progression in about 10 seconds after this. And of course, the Nitro Ender Cell is on the way to that anyways. But it does also unlock Flux Networks for us, which is wireless power transfer, and very good wireless power transfer at that. So we've got our work cut out for us. But naturally, it begins with that thing that I hate. I, of course, am referring to the mazes. And don't worry, I also can't stand that sound. So let's get started around here. We need to hit some buttons to toggle force fields to progress. So we just find buttons, I guess. Like that one, but we can't get to that one yet. I don't suppose I can break these, can I? No. That's fine. Something tells me these chests aren't going to be particularly worth my time. Oh, another one. And the next one. And the next one. And the next one. And the next one. Oh, hi. Ooh, I recall you people dropping something that I would care about, but I'm not sure if that's still true in the modern version. Ah, yes, here we are. Maybe I could get some of these guys in a mob spawner, because these charms of keeping are quite good. This is soulbound for everything if you have a charm of keeping 3. Excuse you. So definitely worth considering hanging around with these guys a bit longer, eventually. Next button. Why is it a question mark? Oh, the charms of keeping are apotheosized. That's interesting. I am not sure if that works. I feel like they're probably still consumed. No, I guess not. Okay, so I've been doing some running around. I tried pressing the purple button back here again, and it looks like it moved this door around. So what if I hit this orange button? Does that change anything now? Ah, okay, yeah, that way's open now. But it's also filled with all these maze slimes, and boy, are there a lot of them. There's a bonus button over here that I was told not to come this way because there was a sign that pointed me a different way, so I hit that button instead. So I'm sure that probably did something important for me. I did it! Yay! There was probably one final button if I had to guess. My inventory is full, however. Alright, 7 Fortron infused blocks. That's what we care about. Oh, shop updated. The rest of this is just kind of alright. Oh, I guess we hadn't made andesite casings yet. Good job, us! Well, that was great. Let's go home. I think for the time being, I'm just going to scrap these charms of keeping. They're, of course, useful, but they're not really useful until you get, like, a ton of them. And right now, they're just kind of clogging inventory space. We need 16 for the charm of keeping 3, which actually keeps your whole inventory on death. But even then, I think it's a consumable item. So, not the best. But, you know, still good. Anyway, let's chat with Lightbender again. Ooh, a quest reward. Oh, is that good? I know it's expensive. Is it good? Mega bulk item storage cell. What does that mean? Oh, it's like a super drawer for an item. That's fine, I guess. You can have it be a compacting drawer as well. That's interesting. That's not bad, but, you know, I don't really need that for the price it's worth. Cool, but I do not think I'll be using this. Darn. Alright, build me some world engine. Cool. That's already 2 things off the docket. Told you it'd be going fast. Next comes the tricky part, though. Applied Energistics. AE2 has a bit of a different start in this pack. First, we need to get Flawless Budding Certus Quartz. We can get this by putting blocks of amethyst in the world engine, and it'll give us the Flawless Certus Quartz out of it. We'll want to automate this later, but for now we can just do this manually. If you're familiar with how vanilla amethyst works, it's effectively the same thing, just Certus. Oh, I've just realized something. These Fortron infused blocks can be turned into the Fortron infused ingots. Normally we actually need Fortron to get these, which we don't yet have, just because of, well, I mean, we're doing other things, right? But these are super, super handy. For example, the extractors from Zycraft can do all kinds of cool things for us. We could also start Psy, which is a mod I haven't played with in a very long time, but I feel like I would probably be a bit more open to trying now, because of who I've grown to be as a person. A lot of wacky stuff in here, but I'll look through this more later. Right now, it's time for Certus. Oh, and now is probably also a good time to break open this mysterious cube. We got some Fluix from something or other, and so I made enough stuff to make a Fluix Pearl and traded it with a Wandering Trader, and he gave me that mysterious cube. Oh, these presses look very different. I really like these textures. These are nice. Oh, what? Oh, for real? So if I just like... Wow. That's crazy. What a world. Alright. Well, that makes quartz pretty easy to get. Especially with Fortune 9, no less. Alright, so here's the first little tricky part. Is we need to make a circuit fabricator instead of any of the AE2 inscribers. Oh, we were supposed to keep the mysterious cube. Well, that's okay. We can get another, and we can also purchase it from the Machinist if we really need to. So it's fine. So this is like a super circuit assembler. I think it would probably be close to call it a mass inscriber almost. Blue sheet metal seems very cheap. What about the actual fabricator itself? Oh my gosh, this is like nothing. Let's go put this together real quick. Alright, it's a little bit of a power-hungry craft, but we should be able to do it. Oh, that took a while, but we got there. Alright, so bad news. It looks like we need to actually unlock the mysterious cube purchase. So we need to get the shadow casings. But these don't look too bad as long as we have enough shadow steel, which I think we do. Yeah, we have plenty of shadow steel. We'll be alright. Wow, this is a really nice looking texture. I really dig this. And this one's also pretty nice looking, I think. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Creating is such a pretty mod. And so we also need this encased chain drive, which is nothing. Yeah, nothing. And we got a blaze gold chest plate with protection 5 on breaking 10. That's good. I will certainly use those. I don't particularly want a blaze gold chest plate though. And make my next one, please. So I think we would put rotational force into this chain drive here. So we could probably put a motor here now that we actually have motors and power and the like. But we don't need that right now, or to do that right now rather. I guess that means tier 1 is fully completed though. Cool! Good job, us! Anyway, back to what we were actually doing. There's a ton of skystone out in the Void Chasms ring, which is where I went to go find the Citadel for Tyros. So we actually have a lot of skystone now, so we don't need to worry about, like, getting this. But of course, to get started with AE2, we need processors. And processors are a circuit fabricator. So we need to go get another mysterious cube, which we can now buy. There we are. I think I also forgot to just turn in the previous thing, so we probably could have gotten that earlier, but it's probably for the best that we did all that anyway. Alright, so before I go put down this big multi-block, I think I want to give it a real home. The question is, do I want to passive this or do I want to auto-craft this? I think probably auto-craft, but also I think I still need a place to do that kind of thing. Because as it stands, we don't really have one of those. We have a little room I've made over here, but this is for once we get into tier 3 properly rather than the infrastructure stuff we're doing right now. So maybe I stick it around here, like expand this area, knock this wall back. The idea I have right now is somewhere back here is going to be the Endergenic generator for the long-term power solution. And then over here naturally is going to be a tunnel where you can see the ME controller because that's how every base should be. Did I say tunnel? A window. So we'll have a big power generation here, a big power battery here probably, and then a big power sink over there. So I think maybe somewhere in this room for the circuit fabricator would be good. Let me start ripping some stuff apart and I'll come back in a little bit. Alright, so here's the room we've built, and I totally didn't have my microphone muted for a couple segments that I now need to re-record. And for those segments that totally aren't visible in my JEI lookup history area, we need silicon. There's a few ways to make silicon. You may be familiar with the Certus quartz dust, or the quartz blend apparently we can smelt instead. This stuff is much cheaper than Certus quartz dust, so we'll be using this for sure. But we can run it through an enrichment chamber, and we get a ton of silicon for this, so we're doing this instead. And unfortunately you don't get to watch me giggle as I saw how fast this thing was. Pretty good speed, I gotta say. It's no mass subscriber, but it's not far off. No, it seems like silicon doesn't go quite as fast as the others, but it's still decently fast. So maybe we'll end up making a second one of these just to deal with silicon. I have 3 whole spaces extra, so maybe we make a couple of these for parallels, but I mean, it's fine right now. We're not exactly dying for speed right now. We're not by any means bottlenecked by this thing. I'm just thinking forward. Probably a bit too far forward. I don't know why I ran over there. I gotta put stuff in here. Oh, a full stack of processors. So easy. Delightful. So now that we have processors, we gotta start thinking about what kind of system we're making here. And if the KYO drives are anything to go by, we typically have about 16,000 items in 128 types. So it's probably likely we just should go for 16Ks, right? They don't hold as many types, but that's okay. 16Ks should coast us through the pack quite comfortably. I mean, 16Ks got me through DJ too, like, let's be real. I think I made 30 throughout the entire pack. 16Ks are just so good. So we probably want 10 of these to start. So we're gonna need 10 of these, so 30 of these, so 90 of these. So we need more logic processors, and a lot more Certus. That's fine, we can do that. Alright, we got storage and we got housing, but we don't have anywhere to put all this. So we need to get some cables, a disk drive, probably a controller, as well as some terminals, and maybe a wireless one. Alright, I feel like that's a pretty good start. I tried to have a sort of mirrored feel down here. So the top area of the hub goes that way and that way, so this one goes that way and that way. I thought it was kind of cool. I am in love with Better Block Z. I always love X-tones, I always love Z-tones. I'm glad to see it back here in 1.21. With some new textures all the same too, and I love the sound that it makes when I walk on this. I don't know if you can hear that, but I like it. I don't imagine we're going to need more than the 8 controllers here, as each of these is 128 channels per face. But even then, I don't imagine we're going to need even more than 200 channels, let alone, what is this going to be like? Somewhere in the several thousands. This might be, honestly, as dense as our DJ2 controller was in this little ring here. I also really dig these soul lanterns, framed soul lanterns, very, very cool. I love these Eclipse 2 pillars, these look awesome. I love these Herringbone Crimson planks, these are awesome. Honestly, if I didn't do that, I would probably have the base look like this. This is super, super cool. I love this block palette. But this is the basement block palette, so oh well. We were evil and intimidating last time, now we must be joyful and whimsy. Plus I like the sort of rounded-ish corners that we have going on here. And I also need to clean up stuff like that still. And that. And those. Meh. So we do have AE2. We have not really automated anything yet, but that's okay. We don't need to yet. We will, just really, really shortly. But I want to fight something. I've been doing a lot of tech for the past little while, or walking in circles in a maze. I want to beat someone to death with my bare hands. And by my bare hands, I mean my cool stick. Oh yeah, you may have also noticed that our drive is not even a little bit full. These ME disk drives from AE2 things actually don't use types at all. So the one thing I would want to use refined storage for, we don't have to. We have this dense thing. I don't know how this doesn't explode the game instantly with all the NBT data, but I'm sure it has something to do with that long UUID. In either circumstance, I'm happy, because this is a very, very, very dense storage cell, and we can have a lot more of these. I also put in one of these ME-FE storage cells. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this can hold 4 billion RF, so this will probably be our long-term battery, which I am very excited about. I think that's really cool. Having everything done by AE2 is pretty interesting. I think that's pretty neat. Our wireless capabilities are basically only being done with some stuff we bought from the shop, and it's not far, but that's okay. How far can the quantum ring be from us, right? The quest book says it's not very far, so that's probably good. We just need to get some singularities going, so we probably need to start stuffing stuff into a matter condenser. So maybe I should do that before I go fighting. I've also been getting a lot of cats and dogs from events lately. Which, don't get me wrong, I do love animals, but I don't know where to put all these guys. I'll probably build a little shelter or something for them over here, because we do need some area over here to, make this not just a flat-ish area. We want to put something here without it just being, wow, grass. So maybe some little houses for these guys and little pet sanctuary or something. Because of course I let these guys be free range, but what do you think, I'm crazy? I would never leave them perpetually trapped in a box for all time and eternity. This guy I gladly would though, you kept walking in my way, you dirtbag. Anyway, I think if I just put this here, it should start, oh yeah, pretty quickly too. Well, relatively quickly. So we'll get some singularities before long. And while those cook up, let's go fight Tyros. So to summon him, we need a Cinderous Soul Caller, and I would like to summon him twice, so we will not get that. That's okay. I think we get some more Cinderous Essence while we're over there, so we'll pick some more up on the way there. Yeah, it's a little dark here, but that's alright. That's what the Potion of Night Vision is for. Alright, so let's chug one of these. Plop in this one. Oh. Hey, dude. Oh. Oh. Oh! I didn't expect him to be sick with it. That's alright, I've got... Dude, that's cool as all get out. Whoa! Whoa! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, this guy is so cool! He is quite tanky. And his attacks are nothing to sneeze at either. Whoa! Gotta watch out. Maybe I should have brought a fire resistance potion, given this guy is the First Flamebearer. Oh! Ow. Oh my gosh. Maybe I should have brought Counterspell with me. These, fires are everywhere. Ow! Oh my gosh, that guy hurt so bad. Oh! Wow, I just kind of got dunked on, like really bad. Oh, well, down here's not exactly where I would have liked to be. Well, I gotta get past that to get to my grave. Man, I lost the night vision. I think that's the worst part. Okay, go, 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 go. Time to run. Ah! Well, I guess it's not, like, poorly lit around here. It's just, not super well lit. He has so much crowd control with those fiery fields. Oh my gosh. Dude, I've, like, not even put, like, a dent in him. This is, like, bad. Oh, it seems like he's like actually blind over there. That's like really, really important. That's really, really good. Oh, do not want to get hit by that. Did he just take that and not care? Oh, I cannot believe I did not take a hit from that. I definitely got to keep that teleport ready to go, though. That teleport's how I'm going to get out of a lot of bad situations. Ow, like that one. Oh, that was scary. He almost shoryukened me. Ow, 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 ah. And those Ancient Knights are honestly really scary. They deal a lot of damage, especially with that lunge attack. Dude, that was, like, super cool looking, but I do not want to get hit by that. My single target damage is not, like, the craziest, I'm noticing. Like, Sonic Boom's good, but it definitely is designed to hit multiple people. Also, ow. Whoa. Whoa, dude! You gotta chill! Ow. Oh, get me out of here! I forget I have invisibility. Like, I should be using that more. Like, now. Or my summon... Oh. Wow, he really said, no, 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 no. You don't get to do that to me. Understandable, understandable. I should be summoning Vex, though. I need to remember that I have Vex, and they do things. Ow. I also have a slow spell I should be using. I need to let my mana regen. Oh dear. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me! Can he? Okay, no, this is like invisibility. He cannot see me. That is really, really good to know. Please go deal with him, Vex. That was probably not a great idea, but I didn't get punished for it, so is it really that bad of an idea? Sent to hell! Oh my god. Ow. Okay, ow. Ah! Hey, can we be... please don't put me in a corner like that. That's scary, and I don't like that very much. I'm gonna not stand there. I feel like that would be really bad for me. Obliterated. Yeah, it sure seemed like it. Oh man, he is a scary boss. It probably doesn't help that he's on apotheosis scaling too, but wow, he is really scary. Okay, those skull I gotta spam those skull tentacles more. Those are so good against him. I'm not getting hit by that combo again. You think I'm crazy? He looks scarier now. I gotta keep those skull tentacles on him. That is the only way I'm gonna survive this. I don't know what I expected. I thought maybe the gust would push him, but no. Ow. Oh, thank gosh. He's behind me! He's behind me! Oh! Dude, he just clotheslined the crap out of me! Oh my gosh. Which one's got my grave? Over there. Okay, but there's a scary guy coming to kill me, so I want to go from the other path, I think. Oh, be cool? Be cool? Oh, he's not going to be cool, is he? No, he is not. Yeah, that's a little tricky of a spot to get back to, let me tell you. Especially when I keep spawning, like, here. Maybe I should go to the other side of the arena and lure him over there, and then I can walk over here. And hopefully he doesn't pathfind me through blocks. Yeah, like, I need to get to that grave, I think is the real one. No, that's probably my most recent one, so I want to get to that one. Wait a minute, can't I do this, and then it'll teleport me right to it? Not the one I was looking for. Go, 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 go! Oh my gosh! Wow. Okay. If I do that again, is it just gonna insta-kill me? Oh, no. Okay, well, I gotta wait, I guess. Surely this time will go better. Dude, I didn't even load in! Maybe I should just use my portal. I mean, the portal doesn't take very long to get there. Probably less time than waiting for /back to cool down. Hey, you shouldn't be there. That's a bad place. So it looks like most of my graves are on the east side of the map. Good to know, but I need them to not be there because that's where T-Rose is at, and I need him to not be there. Yeah, come over here, please. Dude, he deals so much damage. Nice, okay, I have a brief moment to stop and consider. I also want to open this, just because to get it off of that. I am wearing the wrong hat. That was almost going to break. I'm actually going to put that one in my bag, just so it doesn't break if that happens again. I still have a decent amount of time here. Let's eat and heal before we go back in there. Let's use this potion of regen too. Oh my gosh. Dude, it's so much fire. It's so much fire! His melee attacks hit so hard too. Maybe I can hit him with a slow. That'll help, I bet. Yeah. I mean, that'll slow him down. You get it? Because it's a slow. Please don't kill me. That fireball probably would have killed the crap out of me. Whoa. Ow! He can still see me, why? Okay, no, he can't anymore. Okay, let's let a lot of that fire clear. How much health do you have? 2. Alright, well, you're getting sonic boomed. Dude, thank you so much for backpedaling there. Oh my god, I would have been dead. Ah! Don't hit me! Don't hit me! Ah! Oh, thank goodness. Maybe a shield will help. Well, he didn't care about that one very much. Dude, he deals so much damage! He two-shots me for, like, everything! Holy crap, man! He hit so hard! Again, I guess that's probably to be expected, because, I mean, what? Yeah, you know, every single enemy has 10 protection, pierce, and 15... I don't even know if I have 15 armor. And no wonder he's hitting that hard. I'm playing on, like, super mega pain difficulty. And I'm like, I wonder why I'm experiencing super mega pain. Okay, can I bring him over here to not be at my grave? Yeah, come this way. Dude, he still has, like, a lot of health left. I think I want to actually dip out of the fight for a moment, just to heal, have food. Oh, let's summon the Vex again. Alright, now let's get back in there. Not from that staircase. I feel like that one's going to be really bad if I pick that staircase. Uh-oh! Ow! Maybe my soul ward's what's like really keeping me alive here. I gotta try and avoid making my soul ward drop, because the soul ward I think is doing like a lot for my survivability here. My Vex! Sonic Boom is definitely my best spell here though. It just deals so much damage. I gotta hopefully level up my other Eldritch spells soon. I think that's how I'm actually going to be able to fight this guy without taking 14 deaths in a row. I mean, the fact that he targets my Vex is invaluable, I will say. Ow. I'm in a wall. Get me out of the wall. Uh-oh. Ah! Nice, a good hit. Ow, 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 ow. I think a fire potion's gotta be like the way to do this for sure. Take a moment to heal. Unfortunately, I am backing out of the arena because I am a baby little coward and I keep getting my teeth rocked. I don't want to sit in just a corner the whole time, but, you know, the backouts are, I mean, what else am I gonna do, right? Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, I forgot he can dash like that. He's got the moves! I forget he's got the moves! He leaves so much fire everywhere. It's like such a big problem. See, that almost hit me like really bad. Oh my god, please be dead soon. Ow. Wow, I'm not dead. Woo! I can't believe I'm not dead, but I'm not dead! Woo! Woo! Oh, this is awkward. Oh my gosh, he's so fast. He is so fast. He is so fast. Oh, but he's almost dead. He's almost dead. He's almost dead. Die! Ah! Die. Boom! You're not dead! There we are. Jeez, man. 79 Arcane Essence, that's crazy. Decrepit Key. Well, I'm certainly not fighting him again immediately, that's for darn sure. Wow, I'm like starving. Oh my gosh, how many times did I die? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 deaths, wow. Room for improvement? That's what we're gonna call it? Ouch. Alright, well, these decrepit keys should open some vaults. Let's go crack those open. Yeah, you also probably noticed I wasn't flying at all. I feel like that's more fair. I feel like if I was flying, it'd probably be a much easier fight. Netherite scrap, emeralds, gold, more gold. Epic ink, rare ink, scroll. Wow. Wow! What is that? Oh, 2 legendary scrolls. What? One's a little bit better than the other, though. And a whole ton of arcane essence. Wow. No legendary ink, but, you know, theoretically this is between 0 and 2 legendary ink. Okay, let's go upgrade my boots. I want better boots. Oh my gosh, we have so much arcane essence now. That's awesome. So what's this pyrium used for? A music disc? A pyrium staff that deals an truly exorbitant amount of fire damage. 2 of these for that Infernal Sorcerer chestplate, which is very cool, but I'm also noticing that it deals only fire damage, causes the immolation stacks, which is not ideal, because I don't do fire damage. Oh, I can upgrade the sword or a scythe. Oh, it's also 5 ancient debris, if nothing else. Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know if I would use this, given the fact that, oh, it comes with the, oh my gosh, Raise Hell 3. Well, I'll certainly hold on to it for now. I'd rather keep this for the opportunity cost than the ancient debris, as netherite scrap's not particularly hard to come by. Oh, but man, so the options now are the Lightbringer chestplate or the Boots of Speed. And don't get me wrong, I love my speed, but, you know, maybe a better chestplate would be good for me. This is 8 armor, 4 toughness, default. Yeah, I'd be 5% less on evocation, but I think 5% more on Eldritch, which is good. It's also very durable. Yeah, but these Boots of Speed give a lot of casting movement speed, which is honestly really nice. I'm losing 5% evocation spell power for that, but I gain 5% Eldritch overall, so that's good. I think we're going to go with the Boots of Speed, because that casting movement speed seems invaluable. I found I was, in a lot of circumstances during that fight, trying to cast a heal or a sonic boom and getting hit by something just because I was moving so darn slow. So we need some more Boots of the Evoker. I don't know why I made a second evocation rune. And Boots of Speed. How fast are we talking? Well, these boots had 45% speed on a gem socket, so technically slower, but what about that casting movement speed? That's like, kind of... Yeah, that's like pretty fast, all things considered. That's pretty good. So I need to get step high... Basically, I just need to reforge these things. Let me go reforge these things. Yeah, that seems pretty good. 6 max health, 9 soul ward capacity, 2 sockets. It doesn't give as much armor, but... That's fine. Like cast evasion 2 is really good, and same thing with the speed 3 on hit. Like those are both really, really good benefits. Let's reroll. That's a lot of health and soul ward, and many sockets as well. 3 sockets is honestly kind of a lot. Cast evasion 1. Evasion 1's good. That's like A dodge, right? Yeah, A dodge. Yeah, because I would also really like that soul ward capacity. That's like super, super important. The lightning damage reduction's kind of middling, but I think this is probably what to go for, just because the 3 socket slots is like really, really good. Let's see if we can't give this thing a gnarly enchant too. Yeah, so protection 5, fire protection 6, depth strider 4. The only thing I would extra really want is like projectile protection, which I guess we could probably take off of this book here. Yeah, or I could just get it from the library here. 43 levels, but that's probably worth it for a pair of boots that looks like this. Whew, those things are gnarly. Isn't this supposed to have fire protection on it? Maybe it overwrote. Yeah, maybe you can only have 2 types, which is fine. I would rather projectile protection than fire protection. Yeah, our mana goes up a little bit with the new boots. Our armor goes down a slight bit. And we'll be able to add more sockets to these so that we can build the speed back up. Honestly, I should probably upgrade some of these armor enchants as well. Like, if we can get things like projectile protection 7, why are we bothering with 4? Especially when the helmet doesn't have anything like that. Yeah, I think once we get Godforged Pearls, we really want to take a very strong look at our gear again. So maybe I'll save the second Tyros fight for after that. Because this is not super far away. It's probably the start of Tier 4, really. Because the actual energy cores and crystal matrix blocks seem quite cheap. So we'll probably do that in a couple episodes. So I think we're going to run with a lightning gem to give us another 45% speed. A solar gem to give us that step height. And a gem of the samurai, which should give us an extra armor toughness, but we'll lose a little bit of speed. But that's okay, because we're actually already going speed positive. We're losing 12% speed, but we're gaining 25 from the boots, so it evens out and we get a little bit extra. So we go a little bit up in armor toughness, which I think is good. I'm pretty sure armor toughness is very important, because that's like... If I remember correctly from what I read, I think armor toughness, in vanilla, it's supposed to protect against hard hits, which is the ones we're most scared of. But in Apotheosis, I think it's like, helps protect against armor pierce, which is also really good. So in either circumstance, it's a good thing. Also, our health goes up to almost 40 hearts, which is pretty nice. And of course, probably one of the best things about this is we can actually cast Healing Circle while moving, which is very, very important, I think. Being able to cast our spells without having to stop to do so is really, really nice. Well, while I'm here, let's see if we can't get another legendary ink, or maybe 2. Please 2. Please, 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 please. I'll take 1. Oh yeah, we can also put these cooldown orbs on our boots now, because that was the reason I was saving these. Yeah, 12.5 seconds for Sonic Boom is crazy. How fast can we spam Blob Creeper now? It's not bad. Fang Strike is like really good now. Being able to move so freely to deal almost 40 damage is really nice. So as important as I think it would be to upgrade Skulk Tentacles, I do think we should get Abyssal Shroud. This spell seems unbelievable. Because to my understanding, this is like 10 seconds of like just straight up invulnerability. It's a lot of mana, but it is just straight up invulnerability. Okay, so that took a bit longer than I had anticipated. Let's go kick the chicken jockey's teeth in, hopefully. So to do all that, we need a mighty ender chicken egg, which needs a few things. We do not have the dark matter. To get the dark matter, we need some Aeternalis fuel, which needs a bunch of stuff, but primarily the Philosopher's Stone. And this is pretty easy to get. Infernal Dust is just a world engine craft, and Cognitive Flux is also quite easy. Well, it feels a bit more hollow to craft than DJ2, but I guess that makes sense. Yeah, and we have just enough Aeternalis fuel to get us by here. We're actually out of all the fancy fuel, so we have to make more if we want to make more dark matter. But we have everything else for the egg. Well, actually, I should probably make that nitro cell before I get too ahead of myself here. This doesn't seem too hard. The only real difficult thing here is energizing stuff, which we can just sort of do an ad hoc system with Spectre Coils right now. And I think we can buy some of these energizing orbs and rods from one of the shops. Yeah, here we are. We can get a blazing one. So let's get like... I think we need 1 rod per thing, so let's get 4 of these. Oh, we need an alloy smelter because we need fused quartz to make an orb. Oh geez, we're also going to need to crank this up to 350. Ugh. Yeah, we'll just stick it down here for right now. This doesn't need to last forever. It's fine. Alright, so let's see. I was told we want this thing at 2,000 to give it the heat we need. So if I hook this out the back, this is like really cold. Do I need it to be facing a different way? Oh, I see. It only goes in from that side. Yeah, now we're actually heating up. And hopefully this doesn't eat all of our power before we can get it to the temperature we need. We need 350 to do this. So hopefully we don't run out. Yeah, we're almost there, but I also had to go like add a battery and chuck it into the energy cube so that we can actually keep this power transfer. We really need to upgrade our power if we want to be doing more of these crafts, because this is just not going to work. At the very least, we need to upgrade our like capacity, because it takes probably about 10 million RF to get it up to 350 here. But we can do that after we get this nitro cell, because if we can get to the advanced machine blocks, I think we unlock a lot of stuff here. It's just, you know, we gotta get there, and hopefully it doesn't take too many of these heating crafts, because oh my gosh, these are expensive and time consuming. Alright, go, go, go! Alright, we're good. I really hope we only need one of these. So to start with, we need to turn this blazing lamp into some fancy crystals, or some blaze crystals, excuse me. Alright, blazing crystal. Then we should be able to just chuck all of these in here. 20 million! Okay, we're gonna be here for a bit, it would appear. I'll get you back in a couple minutes. Oh, I thought this battery had 4 million. It has 40 million. I understand. Yeah, I found this from a loot bee, I think it was, or I got it as a loot from something or other, and wow, this thing is crazy. It was fully charged too, which was awesome. So that will probably get us through our heating crafts for the near future, but it's not a good long-term solution, and I'm not particularly fond of short-term solutions, let me tell you. Well, while that's cooking up, we're gonna need this extractor sooner than later, so let's make one of these. And thankfully we do have a good amount of Fortron still. We just need the Kiwi, which is gooing Skystone, so that's also not that hard. Yeah, we'll make 4 of these just to start. Oh, jeez, finally. Now let's put the next stuff in. That was fast. Wow. Okay. Alright, so now we can make the Nitro Ender Cell. Ooh, shop updated. Let's see what our quest reward is. An assembler. That sounds important. Yeah, this is probably good to get. I imagine we need to go to Oratech before long. Oh yeah, no, I actually had one of these pinned. Nice. Alright, so let's throw this in here and assemble the world engine upgrade. Just the one cell. I don't imagine it's going to be particularly crazy where it goes. I just don't feel like finding out where it goes. It goes there. Did you see it? It's behind where it says Echoing Deep Shelf. So for the rest of the world engine upgrade, for this one, I don't know if we actually get an upgrade for this, but assuming we do, we need to go fight the Ender Chicken, which thankfully I dug to ahead of time here. It's just right up here. And let me tell you, when I first walked into this room, I burst out laughing the moment I realized what's going on here. You see, we're fighting a chicken jockey here, right? And it's like the, you know, we've got the steel cage match. It's like the Minecraft movie. Killed me. I was in tears laughing at this thing. So the quest tells us that it can be a very difficult fight. I can't imagine it's much harder than Tyros, right? Like that guy's supposed to be another 4 rings out and we fought him way too early. So we need to beat the guy over the head with our chicken stick to break his unbreakable shield. He also has a lot of wacky attacks, including a death laser. I don't know if shield works on that, but I don't care to find out. At least not with me standing behind it. And then after we do that, we can get the dragon egg and we can extract more dragon eggs from our dragon egg. And then we can go back to the catalyst and talk about, you know, how to do this. So let's spawn the boss. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh my gosh. Dude, he's so big! This music's kind of awesome. Whoa, whoa, dude, you're breaking the whole arena down! I guess that's the death laser. Blast! Oh, he's got a lot of health. What? Why am I here? What? Why did I get teleported here? Okay, let's go back. Okay, back to fighting the guy. Did I get teleported back because I was about to die? Like, I was taking a lot of damage and it looked like I was about to die. Did it just, like, warp me back here? Oh, the ceiling's caving in. Cool. Anyway, that was weird. Let's go back again, I guess. Have some tentacles. And some Vex. And more Fang Strike. Ender Stampede! He is really wrecking this place. Oh, he's targeting the Vex. Okay, that's good. Yeah, he deals a lot of damage, actually. Oh my gosh. Oh, he found me. Uh-oh. Dude, he is wrecking this place. He has become enraged. Is that so? Oh, he's got faster movement speed, and I have mining fatigue. Well, mining fatigue doesn't matter because I cast spells, moron. Invalid weapon for the force field. Is that what's taking me back? Is he dead? He doesn't look dead yet. I see a lot of nonsense on the minimap, though. Let's go in with the, let's go in with some invisibility real quick. Oh, he has 2 health. Donk. Ooh, a blue heart. Wait a minute. Well, I guess blue hearts does mean that heart canisters in this pack. I should be making some of these. Those would probably help a lot. That might have... Wait. I should probably be, like, looking into these. That would probably help my predicament a lot. Oh, I got 2 dragon eggs. Nice. Yeah, he ripped this place up. Oh my goodness. Well, we won, so get owned. And I got a pot, and you don't. Okay, let's go home. So the quest told me to set a thing up like this, and this goes here, and then this goes on top, and this eventually starts making us dragon eggs. Yeah, there we are. So we need 16 blocks of Enderium. Okay, yeah, we do not make Enderium. We make it this way with the dragon egg, and a whole lot more power and the world engine. That's okay. That is fine. So we need a bucket and a half-ish of molten ender, which is just ender pearls. Alright, so I got some molten ender fluid here. You can just dump it right in there. And I now get to sit and wait for all this power to get transferred. I'll be here for another couple minutes. The nice thing, however, is soon, and by soon I mean basically right after this craft is finished, we'll be able to start getting into flux networks with this flux dust. These are like spectre coils, but way better. In particular, we're probably going to use a lot of these flux plugs and points. These flux plugs are basically the input to the wireless transfer system, and these points are the export, and they're awesome. Is this done? Oh, it's done. All right, sick. All right, so let's grab a couple goodies. A 128 cube spatial component. You know, I was giggling with my friend earlier about how I didn't want that, but I guess I have it now. And a couple extra dollars just because I've acquired a few things here and there. We should probably go talk to the catalyst for this. I feel would be a good idea. That's also the wrong... I keep opening the wrong thing here. All right, so we can complete a stage, and another stage, and another stage. I thought I would get more out of that. Or more like knowledge out of that, I guess. Oh, we could buy a water cell. I guess we should do that. I mean, we've got a ton of extra space in our drive. No reason not to. Plus, I keep having to run back to where I have an actual infinite water source. This is probably good to have at the system. Anyway, we got stuff we need to be doing right now. Cool. Let's go home. And let's take 2 things off our docket. And I'm thinking that's probably where we'll end today's episode. I think we did stuff today. You know, it didn't go exactly according to plan, but I mean, we got there in the end. Just, you know, 8 more deaths richer? Is that the word to use here? We are pretty prepared now to start taking on the world right after this. I will probably be setting up the basics of a flux network in between episodes. It's nothing too fancy, just stuff with like the spectre coils were. We also got some cool new boots, and hopefully in the near-ish future we'll get that fancy chest plate that helps protect us from the horrors of war. And probably next time we'll also get the quantum ring upgrade because, oh my gosh, I really, really want to get interdimensional wireless ME access because that's just so good all the time, always. It's just so good. And as a reward, I get to eat this yummy cake. Delicious. Anyway, thank you kindly for watching. The iconic YouTuber stuff of like, comment, and subscribble, of course, are here. And, you know, there's links in the description if you care about any of those. He goes like, yeah, ha, I saved the princess. You know, the iconic Link line. Anyway, I'm just kind of rambling at this point. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.